We talk about the Indian Gulf. Until now, India did not have any close relation with the Gulf countries. Why? First of all, looking Gulf country through the prism park. So we look at the Gulf country through the prism of the park. Track one was weak, and the track two was strong. Means diaspora was strong. So role of the Manmohan Singh. Manmohan Singh had launched the look west policy. India has advanced in the look east, but not able to perform well in the west. So India has already advanced in the look east, but could not be able to perform well in the west. So during Manmohan Singh visit, Government of India's relationship had improved in the Saudi Arabia. 2006 visit of the Saudi Arabia that result in the Delhi Declaration. 2006 visit of the Saudi Arabia result in the Delhi Declaration. 2010 Manmohan Singh visit result in the Riyadh Declaration. 2006 Saudi Arabia के visit हुई and that result in Delhi Declaration. 2006 2010 4 साल बाद Manmohan Singh visit result in the Riyadh Declaration. Consolidation of the strategic partnership cooperation of terrorism with the concrete steps. And there was an expatriation of the terrorist through back channel. So there was an expatriation of the terrorist through back channel. Saudi Arabia has also started looking east policy. Saudi Arabia wanted to reduce its reliance on the oil export. So Saudi Arabia opposed Iran deal, that is done by Obama. USA keep oil price low to target Russia. So and US target China, and this Saudi Arabia also get affected. So the distance between Saudi Arabia and Pak increases because of the Pak and Iran closeness to counter China. Pak refuses sending its troops to Yemen to increase the relationship with Iran, and that had a negative impact on Pakistan and Saudi Arabia relationship. So what is a strong point? The India economy. Presently, India's relations with Saudi Arabia have improved considerably. Saudi Arabia has been leading supplier of oil to India, and 70% of India's crude oil come from Saudi. India is the fourth largest market for the export of the Saudi Arabia. For India, Saudi Arabia also emerging as a leading exporting destination. So biggest expatriate community is like 2.7 million in Saudi Arabia. So biggest expatriate community is in Saudi Arabia. Currently, Crown Saudi Arabia has visited. Currently, Crown of Saudi Arabia has visited India. The joint statement, it has a strong reference towards terrorism. It does not specifically mention Paks. So it has a strong reference toward terrorism, although it does not specifically mention Paks. At present, bilateral trade is around $227 billion. At present, bilateral trade is around $27 billion. So joint statement mentioned increasing trade to $100 billion. So joint statement mentioned increasing trade to $100 billion. So Saudi Arabia will be investing in infrastructure, cooperation in energy security, skill development, maritime security, support for India, sponsored CCIT. So Saudi Arabia will be investing in infrastructure, cooperation in energy security, skill development, maritime security, and support for India's sponsored CCIT, Comprehensive Convention on the International Terrorism. So you talk about the India and UAE. So most successful initiative of Modi government, most advanced country is UAE. Of West is UAE, and there are improvement. There is a defense technology, space technology. We can cooperate in defense technology, space technology are very advanced. Maritime exercises. It's important for security and cooperation, and it also have a huge expatriate community, and important for counter terrorism and strategic partnership which include cooperation in maritime security as well as counter terrorism effort. So we have a strategic partnership which include cooperation in maritime security as well as counter terrorism. So cooperation in maritime security and counter terrorism. The 2.5 million expatriate community live in UAE. UAE is the most advanced country in defense and space technology, the most advanced Gulf country in the defense and space technology. And UAE is also diversifying its economy since the rise of the ISIS. And counter-terrorism has become important concern. Since the rise of the ISIS, counter-terrorism has become important concern. Qatar is among all the Gulf countries. Among all the countries, it maintains a different. It's a different. Qatar is a different because it maintains a close relation with the Iran. It is anti-USA. It is quite rich. Qatar is quite rich. It is anti-USA, and because its prosperity is impacted due to oil politics of USA. Because of the oil politics of USA, its prosperity is impacted. The prosperity of the Qatar. Because of the Arab Spring and Shia population. Also, there has been in order to ensure that type of rebellion does not take place. So, it is also maintaining good relation with the Iran. So, does not want it to ensure that that rebellion does not take place in Qatar. It is maintaining good relation with the Iran, and it is having a lot of West sentiment in Middle East. So, there is a lot of anti-West sentiment in the Middle East. Qatar is going that sentiment, showing its censorship from USA. Understand it as an internal issue behavior among the kingdoms. So Qatar is also going with the that sentiment, that anti-West sentiments in the Middle East, and showing its distancing with the USA, understanding the internal issue behavior among the different kingdoms. Also understand that in coming time, Iran will be a significant power. In the coming time, Iran will be a significant power. Qatar is going to move towards non-alignment policy and is asserting its right. So somewhat despite acute relation with the Qatar and Saudi Arabia, Qatar and USA has also been seen as a success of Modi government. So despite the skewed relation between the Qatar and Saudi and Qatar and USA, the Modi government has been successful in maintaining the good relation with the Saudi, US as well as Qatar at the same time. Due to the success of Modi government policy, that the visit of the Qatar, their hats has been also visited. We are maintaining good relation with the Qatar. And now talk about the Oman. Oman is very important for India actually because of this Oman location. It is parallel to Iran. Oman is parallel to Iran, and recently recently there is our relationship with the Iran is historical. Oman and India has no troubled relationship. We do not have troubled relationship. The successful of the Modi government is maintaining relationship, managing all the pool. So what is the success of Modi government is maintaining relationship with all the government is fighting tension between Qatar and USA, Qatar and GCC. So success of Modi government is managing the all the pool, means maintaining the relationship with all the countries. That is why the relationship between the Qatar, USA, Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Oman is very important for maritime security. India is building Duqm port in Oman and is in proximity to Gwadar. And so Oman is proximity to Gwadar. And India and Oman cooperate in the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium in OIUNS. So India and Oman cooperate in the Indian Ocean Naval Symposium, and it is important for skill development in terrorism experience, and there is expatriate community. So it is important in skill development, anti-terrorism, expatriate. Former Foreign Secretary Jaishankar has held that India look west policy will match look east. So जो अभी former Foreign Secretary थे Jaishankar, they have held that India look east policy would match the look east. So it is the most successful area of Modi government foreign policy. India rise in the bilateral trade, it is less than $100 billion. So India का जो bilateral trade that was less than $100 billion, it was around $81 billion, whereas GCC trade is already touching the $100 billion. So India का जो trade है, it is less than $100 billion. Bilateral trade is less than $100 billion, means around $81 billion. GCC के साथ हमारा it is touching $100 billion. So GCC country as now Qatar is suspended. GCC में Qatar is suspended, and rest of the country are in GCC. सारी countries there in GCC, but Qatar is suspended. In GCC, India has negotiated free trade agreement. With GCC, India has negotiated free trade agreement. It has been very important organization and now gaining importance. So Qatar has been so GCC is being very important organization, but now gaining importance. Has not been a very prominent organization नहीं थी, but this is now gaining importance. GCC has its defense forces known as Peninsula State. So इनकी GCC की defense forces भी इनको बोलते हैं Peninsula Shield. तो यहाँ पे क्या है defense forces and GCC के इसको Peninsula Shield बोलते हैं. It was formed in 1981. Basically purpose क्या था economic market. तो GCC का purpose क्या था economic market. Now we talk about the Arab League. So it was founded in 1945 in the context of Israel-Palestine conflict. So Arab League बनी थी 1945 Israel and Palestine issue में. In the context of Israel-Palestine issue. Total number of member country in Arab League is 22. So headquarters in Egypt, Cairo. So Arab League की headquarters in Cairo. It was founded in 1945, and in the context of Israel-Palestine conflict, and the total number of the members is 22. It also track 2. Those for people-to-people business, and business-to-business. So track 2 diplomacy, people-to-people, and business-to-business. So we know Saudi is dominated by Shia in the south oil field. So in the south, it is dominated by Shia. So Saudi-Iran problem. So the wind of the democracy can come and monarchy can collapse in Saudi Arabia. Iran can provoke the Shia living in the Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia may use its oil-rich region in the main conflict. So Iran can provoke the Shia living in the Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia may use its oil-rich region. Entire politics in the Middle East has changed since 1979. The Iranian revolution means democracy in Iran. If democracy comes in Iran, there will always fear that democracy comes in Saudi Arabia. So the entire politics in Middle East has changed since 1999. Iranian revolution से Middle East की जो जितनी politics है, it has changed. Means that democracy in Iran means there will always fear that democracy will come to Saudi Arabia. So Iran religious place. जैसे इराक में क्या है नजर करबला. So these are the religious place in Iraq. So the Karbala very important religious place in Iraq Karbala. Talk about the look east policy.